You'd be surprised to know that this site, which looks mostly barren today, is an archaeological treasure trove. It's home to what was once Terrace, Utah, a town of about 1,000 people during its heyday in the late 1800s.
Terrace is one of the largest town sites along the stretch of the Central Pacific Grade we have here in Utah. It was a major maintenance facility for the railroad.
At its peak in the 1870s, Terrace was home to an ethnically diverse population with many Chinese immigrants settling in the town to help construct the transcontinental rail system.
We're finding a lot of ceramics. Those would be used largely for food consumption. We find ceramics that are related to food storage. Yesterday we found a portion of a spoon in this dugout that's behind me.
Sheehan says the artifacts are helping to piece together the story of what life was like for both the European Americans and Chinese immigrants who called Terrace home.
The archaeological work is giving us a very clear picture of how the various and sundry ethnic groups work together. The Chinese, the Euro-Americans, they lived and worked together for 30 or 40 years.
The Chinese Railroad Workers Descendants Association helped coordinate the excavation.
What I thought at the time was litter on the floor, just on the ground here. And when I learned that these are artifacts, I was at once exhilarated and heartbroken.
The site is also helping to teach the descendants of the Chinese railroad workers the importance their ancestors played in connecting the continent.
We have been ignored and discriminated against in the early parts of the 19th century, but today what we're doing is honoring our ancestors, and to be a part of that is phenomenal.
The excavation site is open to the public, but the Bureau of Land Management asks that anyone who visits does so responsibly. That means leaving artifacts where you find them, so archaeologists can continue to learn more from this historic and important site. In Terrace, Diego Romo, Fox 13 News, Utah.
The Bureau of Land Management has an app to help you see and also learn about the various railroad towns. Travel Stories is programmed with geolocations that will automatically play when you arrive at the location. If you'd like more information, go to fox13now.com.